So let's welcome our guests today, Laura and Hank Fraycon, co-founders of Source Digital, to talk about targeted ads.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome
Hey,
to the
how's it
show.
going?
Yeah, see, targeted ads creep people out. What are advertisers doing, if anything, right now to make my viewers' online experience less uncomfortable?
Well, you've got two sides of that coin. You've got the legal side of that, and you've got the actual, goings on technologies like us, right? So we agree with you. Targeted ads are very creepy. I'll give you a funny example. I just recently, my mom wanted to go hiking, and she said, "Can you recommend a pair of hiking boots for me?" So I said, "Oh yeah, Solomon's. You got to get Solomon boots." And basically, the boots keep following me. And meanwhile, they weren't for me. They're women's hiking boots. They're for a size 6 when I'm a size 9. They've got it wrong all along the way. And the most important thing they got wrong is that I actually found those boots on my own. Nobody recommended them to me. It wasn't their decision. So I think that's one of the creepiest things. What we do is we make it personal. We put it on your terms, on your time, and your strategy.
That's actually an excellent point, because when you're a startup owner and you need to hit people and you reach people, you don't want to reach them based on a fallacy like that. So what is it that startup owners can do to make a positive first impression, and one that doesn't bring you something that you were trying to buy for your sister on people's timeline?
That's right. That's right. Laura, you want to take that one?
Well, I think the way Source works that's very effective and will help content creators and brands is we basically have in-video moments. And so what that means is you can be watching a video, and instead of having some ad come across your screen or you click and then you're exited out of the video, Source allows the brands and the content creators to have these little moments that the viewer can watch or not watch, save for later. And so therefore you're not really being taken out of your experience, but you're still getting this effective advertising and effective information that isn't right in your face like traditional advertising.
Yeah, I would say that is a very tricky balance. And on that note, you know what, when I do it, when selecting who to target, we all need to be very detailed, right? If I want to target somebody like him, I'll be like, male, 24 to 27, like these things. I don't know how old you actually are, so forgive me if I'm, So, but when doing that, I inevitably eliminate a lot of people. How to make sure we don't narrow the field too much that we end up with, say, only 15 people?
Great question.
Well, it's a great question. I mean, you have to be of value, right? You have to be, in today's economy, you have to be important, and people want things on their terms, right? If you look, I joke at my daughter, for example. She's 3.5 years old, and she can hit skip so fast on an ad. I see it. It's like, did I just blink, and she's going like that, and she can't even read yet, right? To read the word skip. So she's been trained already that ads are bad, right? So now we have to think, okay, we can't be annoying, we can't be widespread shotgun. So to get good conversion strategies, you've got to actually be targeted and of the moment. And that's what we call contextual advertising or contextual commerce, where we're frictionless at Source. We just sit in a world that you want us to be in. We let that brand or marketer intersect with you in a native relationship, like you're watching a snowboard video. Maybe you'd like to know a little bit more about that location. And when you lean in to learn that location, that might be an opportune time to mark a favorite, like at British Columbia, Powder Mountain heli ski or something like that, right? And that's a very effective way that results in a much higher conversion strategy than splattercasting people with things they don't want to see.
So in effect, to use a jargon term, is individualized, native, but on a mass scale.
That's right. I would use that jargon term, and I would also add to it with a conversion strategy.
With a conversion strategy. Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of targeted native advertising is happening today. The Apple computer in the movie, right? But in video, there's no way to actually convert and create that CPA like you can on Facebook or on Google. We're just doing that. We're bringing Googling into video.
Bringing Googling into video. And it actually leads me to this question, because with the election coming up and with the news of Facebook and again, Facebook as a conglomerate owns essentially monopolizes the eyeballs and the concentration of attention, along with Google and so on and so forth. With the changes that are happening with that and the limitations with the ads that you can put out, what is sort of the next big thing that is happening in e-commerce, factoring everything that you guys do, that we don't yet know about and that we can expect in the future?
Sure. I mean, I think what you have
sense.
to think about is that machine learning is already here and alive and exists, right? So Facebook and Google have been using machine learning for a very long time. And so when it's sort of like we're going to restrict political ads, right? But that's not the issue, right? The issue is all the machine learning that's finding these people that maybe are interested in something or false information or things like that, and teaching them about that. And so I think we just have to, as consumers, and I think consumers are naturally going to do this, the script's going to flip where you're going to want to choose things on your terms, on your time. And video content is a very organic relationship, right? It's very personal. It's a great way to intersect with the viewer. So we see that, you know, what you should be looking at in the future is on all your content, whether you're reading something, watching something, listening to something, there's going to be a much more dynamic relationship between you and that content.
Yeah, Laura, I'll give you the last word. What is something about e-commerce that our viewers do not yet know about but should know?
Well, we have a few patents that have come out and a few that are in the works. And one of the ones that I think is the most exciting is our whisper technology that's being developed. You'll be able to listen and activate, and you can listen to the source can listen to the video and activate, which will lead to sales, experiences, interactions, and I think that's one of the most exciting technologies that we're developing.
All right.
For
Thank you.
e-commerce.
Yeah. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.